Hey, everybody, this is Dr. William Clark here for Leadership Conversations. This is the show where we talk about leadership according to the world that matters to you. I hope that you're doing well. I hope that this new year is treating you well and that you are finding success in your leadership and in everything that you have going on. I wanted to talk with you about cultivating a community for your leadership. Now, obviously, this podcast is dedicated to leadership development and is dedicated to talking about leadership in a way that's relevant to you. And I hope that you find this podcast continuously adding value to your leadership. And ultimately, this podcast serves as a way of building community within your own leadership. And even if you feel like you're all alone and you feel like you just can't find people who understand, I hope that this podcast serves as one of those mechanisms for cultivating your leadership. So I do want to dig in a bit here about, how to cultivate a community for your leadership, because this is not something you do in a vacuum. This is not something you do on your own. This is something you have to do in a community of other leaders who are either where you are and or who are where you want to be. So here's the first thing I do want to share about cultivating the community for your leadership. Number one, we got to acknowledge that every leader, no matter what level you're at, no matter the type of leader you are, no matter the experience you have, every leader needs a community. It needs a community where they are welcomed, they are appreciated, they are valued, they are poured into, they are connected, they are part of something that acknowledges who they are and what they're doing. And that community validates, everything that's going on in your life, in your career, and it makes you realize that you are not crazy. You're not, doing this alone. You're not doing things in a vacuum. That community is a platform for sharing and developing and receiving ideas that's going to make a difference in your leadership and in the world that matters to you. But before you tap into that community, wherever that community is, you have to acknowledge that every leader needs a community. Number two, you have to determine what you want to receive and what you want to give to this community. Now, this is vital because a community cannot function. A relationship cannot be of value unless you are giving something and you are receiving something from this relationship. And you just can't be the person that is constantly taking something away. You have to be the one that's pouring into a relationship, in this case, a community, for that community to be of significant value to you. Okay. So if you're part of a community of leaders where you're learning new skill sets, new information that's going to tremendously promote your skills that you already have or develop skills you don't have, you can't just go and just consume that information. In many of these communities, you have to make an investment, whether it's an investment of money or time, or even giving back in some way by way of teaching or sharing. So, a community of leadership, you got to give and you got to receive. Number three, identify people who are able and willing to give what you need and receive what you have. Okay. This takes the previous point further. Just because you have a skill that you want to donate and give doesn't mean every community group is able to receive that gift. Okay, now let's chew on that for a moment. Your gift is relevant to people who have the capacity to receive it. This has nothing to do with the depth of your gift, or the vastness of your gift. Rather, it has everything to do with the community and their existing capacity or their future capacity to receive your experiences, to receive your advice, your guidance, your contributions. Some communities aren't at a point where they can receive the advice, contributions, gifts from someone such as yourself or someone who has seen what you've seen or been through what you've been through, because that community is several steps, behind you. And it's okay. And that's something you have to acknowledge. And here's the other side of this too, right? You have to find communities that have they're offered something that you want and need in your life. Every community that has the same title, label, or focus that you have may not have the capacity to give what you need, because you may have already experienced what this community is giving out. So what they're giving is not necessarily relevant to you. That changes the dynamic. That changes everything. So then that community doesn't truly add value to you. So you have to find a community that has the ability to give with you what you need and can receive what you have. Lastly, when it comes to cultivating a community for your leadership, you have to take the necessary steps to make these connections and nurture the relationships as they flourish. You can't just make just one off connections and expect those connections to be any and everything you need and you're done. You have to nurture those relationships. You have to pour into them. You have to feed them. You have to give a little so there can be more growth for that relationship to give to you, and vice versa. If you're not adding anything that's going to make a difference in that relationship, then it's not going to be of value to your growth, and it's not going to make a difference in your leadership. So, therefore, this goes back to the point of this podcast. The community of leadership is necessary for your growth, it's necessary for your development. And you have to find somewhere where you can give and receive for that community to be of value to you. This is Dr. William Clark here for Leadership Conversations. I hope you find this helpful. If you did, share this podcast on Facebook, Instagram TV, Twitter, and YouTube, as well as on your favorite podcasting platform. And we'll see you in the next show. Peace.